What is up, guys? In today's video we got a brand new Fortnite update. This update is on the smaller side of things, but we did get a new weapon added, a new wild week, and some minor changes to the Fortnite map. So if you guys do find this video helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what you think about the combat assault rifle being unvaulted. And that is the major point of this update, is that the combat AR has been unvaulted. I'll have some clips of it on screen now that I just got from the pit. And it's an okay weapon, but I really don't see it changing the game too much for me personally. I think the AUG is still going to be the best, like, long-range assault rifle, but there are some ranges where the combat AR will dominate, kind of similar to how the hammer AR was. Like, there was some fights where the hammer AR was better than the AUG, but for most fights, people tended to prefer the AUG, and I feel like the combat AR is going to be the same thing. You could maybe see some people using this as an SMG, because it does have pretty good damage and a really high fire rate, but it has a decent hip fire and accuracy, so it is somewhat unreliable in those close quarters fights. It doesn't have like godlike hip fire like the hammer AR has. So it'll actually be interesting to see if people who like using the hammer AR as an SMG end up using the combat AR as an SMG, because it does have a much better fire rate. I think the main advantage of the combat AR is going to be for people who enjoy sniping. If you're someone who really likes using the heavy sniper, I feel like you could run the combat AR in your loadout and kind of use that as your medium and short range spray weapon. And then you have the heavy sniper for extremely long range. And that could work out, because making the heavy sniper work with something like the AUG is a little awkward, because you can't quite use the AUG as an SMG. But you could run something like shotgun, combat AR, heavy sniper, double heal, or mobility heal, and you could get away with that just fine. Similar to how the hammer AR was, the combat AR feels much more like an assault rifle than the hammer AR does. It has very, very little bloom at long range. So if you're able to control the recoil, you could just flat out use this as your AR replacement and then run a sniper. And I think that's the main way you will see people use this weapon. But who knows, some people might end up enjoying this weapon as an SMG, but I feel like the hip fire on it just isn't that good. It does have a decent amount of recoil, though. I feel like of all the guns in the game right now, the combat AR probably has the most recoil, but it's one of those things where once you get the hang of it and once you get used to like how much you have to pull your analog stick down when shooting, or how much you have to pull your mouse down when shooting, once you get the hang of that, you'll be fine with this weapon. It's definitely controllable, but it is higher recoil than a lot of the weapons that we've seen in Fortnite recently. The next thing in this update is that there was some minor map changes. One of the reality routes has sprouted at Sleepy Sound. It didn't change anything yet, but the route is there, so it's likely Sleepy will be changing sometime soon. And there was also a little raft or floating POI on the outskirts of Sanctuary. It isn't quite assembled yet, but this is going to be a part of the summer update, and I think this was actually shown in one of the trailers for this season. So there's this little floating POI on the outskirts of Sanctuary. It's under construction right now, but it'll likely be finished next week. And that kind of gives more proof to like next week's update potentially being the summer update that we've waited a long time for. I feel like we're almost done with the summer at this point. We're about halfway through, and the summer update is just now finally coming, hopefully next week, and that's likely why this week's update is on the shorter side of things. So we got some minor like developments in the map, but no major changes with this update. And then the final part of this update is just going to be that there's Bargain Bin Wild Week. This is something that they do pretty much every season, where for this week, from now until next Monday, the price you have to pay NPCs to like hire them or buy things for them is slightly reduced. Personally, I don't think this is the biggest deal. Whenever they do these Bargain Bin Wild Weeks, it's really not that big of a deal to me. But I know some of you who maybe don't have as much gold or don't play the game as much as me, maybe those Bargain Bin Wild Weeks will be useful for you. So that is it for this update. Really minor. We just got the combat AR added. We got some minor developments in the map, and then we got the Bargain Bin Week. It is a very small update, but we should be getting next week's update being the large summer update that hopefully adds a lot to the game. And then we also did get some weapon rebalancing yesterday, where they nerfed the striker pump, buffed the 2-shot shotgun, nerfed the AUG, and changed how many porta forts you can carry. If you guys missed my video on that, I did make a video on that video update yesterday. So we got like 2 small updates this week. I don't know why they did one yesterday and one today, rather than just doing both in one day. But it is what it is. We got 2 small updates this week rather than one big update, and we should get the large summer update next week. So 2 small updates. Like I said, check out the previous one that has a lot of balance changes in it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. But yeah, I've never seen an episode of The Simpsons. The only thing I think I've ever seen that includes The Simpsons or interacted with at all is one of the games when I was little on PS2. I think it's like Simpsons Road Rage or some shit like that. It was like some driving game where you just fuck shit up. And then I think there's like South Park collab episodes with Simpsons. But like the actual Simpsons show, I've never seen. Or the movie. Remember that being gassed when it came out? There's a guy in this bush. My game is lagging so hard it won't let me stand still. Yeah, this is the John Wick that I had really weak. I'm never gonna kill this guy. He's gonna get stolen from me. Are they teaming? This person is either high or teaming. Yeah, they just have no idea what planet they're on. Holy shit. Jeez. Fog is amazing. Yep, I was struggling there for a bit though. Like, I definitely should have been able to kill that guy sooner. The John Wick, not the person in this porta fort, but the John Wick that I was auging, we used like 3 more clips than I should have needed to. TBH. He would have been dead a long time ago if I didn't get like attacked by somebody else. But he was like full running from me and then the other guy was landing on me, so I thought I would just focus on the guy that was landing on me fresh. We have 2 opponents remaining. I think they're over there somewhere. I feel like if they were at all in this area back here, I would have ran into them at some point because I've just been shooting off over there so much, you know? Where's my boar? The homies just gave up? I think he might be underneath me. I think I just heard someone switch weapons. May have just been myself, though. Like, I didn't mean to hit the tires? Yeah. I figured he would, though. It's hard to, like, go through there without hitting the tires unless you really know what you're doing. And, like, he seemed like he was hella scared that I just attacked him like that. Oh, there's somebody. Yeah, so this guy's right here, and then the other ones are actually underneath me, I'm pretty sure. I hate fighting down there, though. I wonder if this will roll and get him. I don't think it will, but YOLO. Get him. No. Imagine it hits him going that speed and hits for 150. That kid thought I didn't hear him. I heard the little door creak. Yo, imagine this was that default from the lobby that had 0 wins. I don't think it's a default. It's a gingerbread lady. She dies. If it was that default, I might have let her kill me. GG's. That man really thought he was being sneaky.